Alien, first part in Hollywood.
Recording there.
And this is emergency contraceptive.
Guys.
Yeah.
Can we keep it professional?
Oh, sorry.
We're doing a show right now.
We are now?
This episode of Your Mom's House has begun.
Get out.
Get out of here. It's on.
Exciting.
This is the coolest music ever.
You wait for it.
What if this was the song?
This is the song. Do you like it?
Yeah. It's
you hear it, right?
No.
Oh, no, there's no song playing. We tricked you.
We just moded you out so hard your booty exploded.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Amazon.com. If you go to yourmomshousepodcast.com, you can click on the Amazon banner, and you can shop for all the stuff you were normally going to buy. The nice thing about this sales pitch is that it's not asking you to buy something you wouldn't already buy.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you already want to go buy some fake blood or a Gigi Allen bobblehead or some neck pillows, and you thought, I'm going to go to Amazon.
A beard trimmer, maybe a
Oh,
peanut.
yeah,
The one
peanut.
that I highly endorse.
You should be going to Amazon anyway. Every time you go to a store and look at anything over $30, you should just red laser it and then find out how much it is on Amazon and just pay no tax.
There you go.
Unless you need it right then, just do it at Amazon.
Listen to Ari. He knows what he's talking
But
about.
go to
He's a shopper.
But definitely go
I
to
thought you were going to go
W.
sheeny. You're a shopper, okay.
You're a shopper.
Yeah.
But go through yourmomshousepodcast.com and
That's
then
right.
click on the Amazon banner.
And by the way, we should say,
a win-win.
I want to make it clear, thank you to everybody that has, because a lot of you have tweeted us that you went there, and we appreciate it. It definitely helps. It helps, with the cost of running this multi-billion-dollar operation. These cameras that you're seeing, the bandwidth that's going to go out on me, the Ustream that I haven't figured out yet. All of those things cost money, and you're supporting us. And also, of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Spotify. If you look on yourmomshousepodcast.com, there's another banner there, and I keep getting emails do you have Spotify?
Uh-huh.
It's the shit, right?
It's awesome, huh?
Yeah.
I get emails every day.
You can just get the song you want.
You can get whatever you want,
That's
and the audio quality is higher. You don't have to wait for a download. It just plays.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we have a banner right next to the Amazon one, and if you click on that banner, you can go sign up for it in about 90 seconds and have every song basically ever. Every song that's ever recorded
Anything
in the
you
history
want.
of the world.
And you don't have to listen to a bunch of other garbage you don't want to.
You don't have to listen to any
What's
other
that other
shit.
one called? Pandora.
Yeah.
This guy Chris Tingle did a bit about it, about how here's how it works. You find a band you really like, you type that in, and then they promise to never play that band.
I know.
They just play everything similar.
Yeah. Or they play the one song by that band you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Their
The nice
shittiest
thing
song.
I like about Spotify is you can literally just be whatever you're thinking about that, like Fugees, and then their catalog comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Listen
actually
to
way
every
easier.
song.
I'm always, whenever I do that, I have to go to the illegal download sites.
Right.
Start up.
And we didn't even mention this
Find it.
part is that it's free.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
go click on the banner and it's free. You don't have to buy something. Just click on it, sign up, it's yours.
Easy.
And we put the Amazon banner for the Canadians. The Canucks couldn't shop through the regular one. So if you go on our yourmomshousepodcast.com, click on the scroll down on the right-hand side, we put the banner there. And, of course, your emails are always appreciated. yourmomspodcast@gmail.com. And you can tell us your thoughts and your stories and how much.
And your dental updates.
Yeah, which, hey, maybe you'll get one this episode.
Do you guys ever get an email that starts with, I don't know if you guys ever read all of these?
Oh, yeah.
You're
every.
We definitely do.
Yeah, of course. You know what I just got?
One.
I just got. Let me see if it's up here. Oh, I just got. I'm sure you get. I started listening to you on Pandora. You're one of the funniest comedians I've ever heard. I know you probably get 1 billion of these a day, but I just wanted to say I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
And I responded with, I definitely don't get 1 billion of these a day. I'm just so overwhelmed. Yeah, I have a Chris Rock's fan base.
I know.
Look, bro, I don't have time.
Thank
you very much. Goodbye.
I know.
Bags of fan mail pouring in on our doorstep.
Sell out
every day.
arenas, but I have the
That
time
was the
to
old
respond
cliche
to you.
thing was as soon as you get popular, they would just dump bags of fan mail on your desk and it would overflow.
The montage of your fame and success in movies.
Now, let me
Now
make
it's just
sure
Twitter.
of this.
They
Hold
can
on.
find you instantly.
Now,
Fuck you, bitch.
is there a problem with anything? This is the point where you have to go, are
Talk
we
about
having a
what the-
problem? Is there a problem?
Is anyone saying there's a problem?
I don't see any problems.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just making sure.
How many of these have you done like this?
We've done
live
like
version.
5 or 6, something like that, right? Live? How many live?
Yeah, about six episodes. You streaming?
To all our live listeners, can you tell me if the audio is cool? Everything. Let me see. No sound.
All right.
No sound at all. That's less than
That's
desired.
my favorite.
I don't. Let me see. Hold on. I know if you're listening to the audio only, you're like, oh, cool. That's weird because I'm seeing the sound levels move on this thing. So
you think someone's fucking with you?
Yes.
You think that's what's happening?
Well, I'm seeing the sound meter jump on Ustream. So that's usually the
audio is good. It says from Jesse Cronkite.
Okay.
All right. Jesse Cronkite a liar?
I
don't know. There's not so much I can. Let's see. It's all up in my ass. I don't fucking know. Everything is cool and perfect. Audio is okay. Everybody's happy with the audio.
I think we're good.
All right, great. Where are you going to be next, Christina?
This week I will be in West Nyack, New York. That's just 45 minutes outside of New York City at Levity Live.
I heard that club is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I hear it's awesome, and I can't wait to do it.
Yeah.
How big is it? It's like the one in Phoenix?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but
that's massive. That place.
I'm probably totally gonna sell it out. I mean. I'm probably already sold out. What about you, Tommy Buns?
I'm going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone July 5th through 8th. And then, let's see, I'm back in town. And then the next place that I go after the Dayton Funny Bone is the Richmond Funny Bone, July 19th through 22nd. So Dayton, Ohio. Get at me, Dayton. I'm a Dayton motherfucker. and then Richmond. I'm going to 2 pretty much chocolate cities.
Really?
Oh, is Dayton chocolate?
I mean, Dayton, that's where Cat Williams is from. That's all you got to know.
There you go.
Shit is as real as it gets.
That's all you got.
And then Richmond is
be the only
chocolate
one.
city. So...
Richmond's a little mix. I remember last time it's
but
a 50
I'm saying
split.
that's one of Richmond's nicknames.
Is Chocolate City? How many chocolate cities are there?
There's a few. Richmond has claimed it for a long time.
Yeah.
DC has called itself Chocolate City before.
I didn't know that there are multiple chocolate
Atlanta?
cities.
Oh, yeah.
You can just call your city chocolate?
Atlanta's Chocolate City.
What about Detroit?
Chocolate sauce, man.
Atlanta is really black.
It is really black.
It's really black. I'm from the greater DC area.
Yeah.
When you go through Atlanta, you're like, Jesus.
Wait, so where are you going to be? Where can people see you real quick?
They can see me in Montreal. I'm doing my storyteller show.
Woo!
Again?
6 shows. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're doing all drug stories, all drugs and alcohol stories.
That's great.
Awesome.
I got to do that last year.
Yeah.
And the reviewer didn't like me.
Really?
Yeah. It was such bullshit.
Those reviewers there just there to ruin 3 people's
honestly,
trips.
I watched like all of them. I definitely I thought like it was a real story. It was a good story. It had like
that was
an
one about
arc,
Peru,
and there were laughs. It was that was the one that was Hannibal, me, Russell, and somebody else.
No, your story was that about Peru?
No, it was about North Africa.
Oh yeah.
But it was a fun. And then the guy was like, "This guy didn't have enough jokes." I was like, "It was a story, like about it." I was so disappointed. I did watch the next night too when you had Bill Burr, DeRosa, and Okerson and
Big J.
Else.
Big J was
Big
that
J's
night.
story was
so good.
Yeah. But that shit felt like it was like that was like you could have taken what he said and shot it the next day as a sketch.
Yeah.
It was
it was
beat
so
by
clear.
beat perfect.
Yeah.
It was a perfect story.
Yeah, I remember that going like that was the best one.
Hands
just
down.
Like
Hands
of the
down.
whole thing.
So Montreal, you can see Ari there, and
it's called the show is called I Was So Fucked Up.
I Was So Fucked Up. You have a lineup already?
No, we're just getting different people. Brendan Walsh is doing the first night. We're probably both gonna be on mushrooms.
Okay.
So
maybe you'll tell
the whole
that
crowd
story.
Wow.
Will probably be on
maybe the next day you'll tell.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
That story, and you can always find Ari at Ari the Great.
Ari the Great, and I'll be in the first weekend of August. I'll be in that place in New Jersey, Stress Factory.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Have you guys been there?
I have
yet.
not. No, I know. I did Gotham a few weeks ago, and I ran into Tommy John again on the plane. He was on his way there.
Really?
He said he had a good time afterwards. Yeah.
I got Kurt Metzger to open for me.
We got to start the show. Here we
Let's
go.
party.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps. Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump. Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. You know, it's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle. It just blows up, and it feels different. It feels fantastic. it's as satisfying to me as coming is, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up. When I pose out in front of 5,000 people, I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right? So, I'm in heaven.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
All right, here we go. We're back.
So good. That sounded like
Hold
my
on.
dad. Was that my dad?
That was your
talking?
dad. That is like your dad.
How did Schwarzenegger win governor of California? How did they
Oh
not
my
just
God.
play that while he was
They
running
did, 'cause
for the
he-
other side?
They did.
They did because this is from a documentary.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
from
smokes
Pumping Iron.
weed. Yeah, he smokes
And
weed
in
it
the
too.
documentary, smokes weed in the
It's
documentary.
the best thing
Really?
ever.
Yeah, have you
to
never
watch
seen
it.
Pumping Iron?
No.
You have
I've
to
heard
see
about
it,
it a
dude.
lot. How can I possibly enjoy that?
It's such a
It's-
good.
it's
so
amazing.
Really?
Well, you have to think about the fact that maybe on its own you might be like, I don't really care about this, but he's such an iconic figure that it's like,
I thought it was just him showing people how to work out.
nah,
no,
man, no.
it's all this personality.
It's basic,
too.
and there's a battle. Him and the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno,
Mm-hmm.
are head to head going at it, and
Wasn't he
he's-
like the brash young punk who showed the old guy no respect?
well, Lou was like this, more of the what do you call it? Like the
Superstar?
no, Arnold is a superstar when they're shooting it, and Lou is like this kind of like this guy, like
He's sweet.
He's very sweet, much more shy. He has a heavy speech impediment. He's hearing impaired, and his dad is like his
He deaf talks.
right, and his dad's like this, his coach and his trainer.
Oh, really?
But Arnold's like Arnold,
German.
like Arnold goes he plays like fake intimidating. He's like, look how big and strong you are. Like,
Really?
You're really strong. You really have it. But he gets in there, like he fucks with everybody.
He shit talks the
Really?
poor deaf
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, he shit talks Lou Ferrigno, who's like the sweetest lamb on the planet. He's really mean.
He fucking he is in charge, dude.
I met Lou Ferrigno once.
He's a big fuck.
Yeah,
love
I was
him.
taking an acting class with his wife.
Really?
Really?
I was standing outside smoking in the entranceway, and I noticed he was like staring at me in the car. Like I turned because I felt it, and then he said, "You shouldn't smoke." In that deaf voice, I was like, "Yeah, I know. Wow, cool." And I turned back,
You gotta see.
but then I turned back again like a minute later, and he goes, "I said you shouldn't smoke," and I put it out.
And then he ripped his shorts and he turned green. You better listen.
Yeah.
But I thought Lou Ferrigno's dad wasn't I thought he was a real abusive piece of shit to Lou growing up, and that's
Really?
why
I
Lou became a
think-
bodybuilder.
That might be true. I couldn't confirm or
Yeah.
deny that. He's one of those stories you saw a million times of like the dad that wanted the kid to be the athlete.
Yeah.
So he was the real aggressive coach's father, or kid's coach. You know what I mean? Who's the dad? Who's like, you're gonna fucking be the best,
Yeah.
for sure. But he had a fucking specimen as a son. I mean, the guy's 6'7", like 260.
That's crazy.
All muscle. It's pretty crazy. Maybe even bigger than me, like 275. He had like 2% body fat.
Really?
He's a fucking. I mean, he's the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved him growing up.
He's
Played
great.
the Hulk.
The Hulk.
His
man.
body was like
So
that's
good.
the
That's
Hulk.
him.
Do you
You're
know
the Hulk, dude.
Schwarzenegger in that documentary? He's only about, I think, 28 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows at the age of 20, he's like, I'm going to be a superstar. I'm going to be in
He
the
knows
movies.
everything.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be like, this guy had delusional aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the time he was 28, and he just came to America in his 20s. Maybe he was 25 when he
Did
landed
he do a
here.
porno when he got here?
I don't think he did that.
What did he do? Something like
He definitely posed, and I don't know. I think anything, but that guy, he was on top of shit right away. I mean, you think about it, too. He won that Mr. Universe or Mr. Olympia, whichever one it is, 7 times in a row.
That's bananas.
oh
That's like the their highest competition.
Yeah.
He's just like, nah, that's just me, man. I'm gonna win this every single year.
Lance Armstrong style.
Lance Armstrong style. Yeah.
But Schwarzenegger did it with no help of any
Actually,
sort of...
he did, and he admits to it. But
Schwarzenegger?
yeah, but that was
I'm
also
assuming.
that was the norm.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a behind the scenes thing that like you're being tested like it is now. Back then, and they also didn't have the HGH wasn't the level and the testosterone that they would
They
take.
didn't have the good stuff.
It's not like the stuff that's out there today. They all did it. They all would work out and then shoot up, take a shot.
Yeah.
But fucking Lance is I gotta believe I have this
What?
theory. You've talked about this before too, and that is that if people keep
talking about
coming,
it.
well, it's like what is there to gain by going after somebody who you feel like
He's also retired.
but like here's the thing, like why
tarnish the name?
Why try to like do you really feel like there's a witch hunt just because? In other words,
right.
like Michael Jordan, people don't fucking say
He took
but
steroids.
and I believe obviously that he did not, and I feel like the point of that would be what? Like why would you want to tarnish this amazing accomplishment of his 7, right? Isn't it 7,
Something
6
like
or
that.
7 Tour de France titles, which is it's
In a
unbelievable
row.
just to fucking take that away from him. I believe that something has happened with him that you know what I mean. I feel like there's something there. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's you hear of all these other athletic
Could it be
accomplishments.
some guy who really wanted to nail him but couldn't? And
There's
then he
too
just said,
many.
Fuck it.
There's not one guy. They're not discrediting like one disgruntled former employee.
Mm-hmm.
There are entire groups, and now like the anti-doping agency is coming out and being like this test from this year is tainted. Like,
But how are they coming up with this now, 3 years later? He hasn't raced in a year and a half.
It's never really died down though.
But can it really give you that much of an advantage to be a
Yes.
7-year? I mean,
Well, no, the guy had to be
that's-
talented before.
No,
Right, that's
he's
what I'm
talented,
saying. It's not. Is
but-
it that much of an advantage?
Well, in that like elite level, that level of competition, Tour de France is like
In
it's
baseball, it can
it's
make a difference between like 30 and 50 home runs.
oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, well, what it has to do with
Little
is like
spikes like
you're
that.
not going to hit a baseball because you take steroids,
Right.
And you're not going to be able to all of a sudden cycle. But the big thing about like cycling, in what they do is your ability to recover, and because like a Tour de France is like a multi-day, it's like a 2-week. You're just biking like fucking 100 miles a day.
It sounds
And so
amazing.
it's the recovery. It's like what your blood and body is capable of. That rest period, how you can recover to do that again the next day and again the next day and again the next day.
Yeah.
The thing with baseball was that, it's not you're not hitting the ball because you take steroids, but when you're 35, 38, 40, and normal ligaments, joints, muscles are fucking going out on you.
Oh,
but
dude.
you're recovering. You're playing a
Yeah.
162 game season, and you're just like bouncing back. That's the advantage.
Oh, I'm 36 and I ride an airplane for a day, and I'm like, I'm crippled. I can't get
I
up
need a
and
day.
like
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that
Yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah.
when you're just in your 30s, your decline is so rapid. At least mine
Yeah.
is because I don't do shit. But do you exercise, Ari?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Not at all.
Not at all. I
Didn't you
occasionally
do
run to the
jujitsu?
car. Uh-huh.
But you stopped.
Yeah, I stopped. It just got too hard. And I was getting injured all the time.
See?
I got staph infections and
Ew.
ringworm.
Why don't you do
gross
steroids?
stuff?
Do steroids.
No thanks.
Do you st-
Do steroids, and then when you're
I probably would.
whoa, what was
What was-
that? Holy
that was
shit.
steroids.
That sounds like
injected
a
in
new
your
segment
face.
about
yeah.
to break.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's invent one. For
I
that
don't even.
sound.
I didn't have something for that. What was that? Damn.
It was steroids.
Steroid Saturdays.
Yeah, something really. You should
know
see
what?
the level.
I saw a documentary on steroids, and there's no evidence that long-term steroid use actually has any negative effects. They're saying.
Really?
I don't think
Not
that's
the cancer
true.
and the.
Well, here's the thing. I take hormones. I take birth control, right?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
taken it since I was fucking 15 years old. And women have been doing it now for a long time. And isn't a hormone like a steroid?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
same
have
thing.
No idea.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see if I grow like a third tit or something by the time I'm
Suddenly.
80. But I don't know.
I like to go by science. Whatever they're proving is the real thing.
Science is unreliable.
Really?
Yeah, they change their mind every fucking
Yeah,
week
most
on
of the
stuff.
time they're right.
I don't know.
You just go by whatever people are saying in your town then?
Well, because science comes in and out of fashion. Like, I was listening to this guy talk about how like now the use of maggots is coming back to treat like sores that are incurable.
Yeah.
But just for a while, it was out of fashion. We used maggots in like the medieval or Renaissance period or whatever, and then it went out of fashion, and now we use it again because it works.
Really?
But it's just fashion.
But I thought there's like concrete evidence that steroid use can lead to cancer. And
I think it leads to your beanbag shrinking, like side effects and stuff.
Right.
But look, on this documentary that I saw on HBO
Really?
a few years back, they're like, yeah, there's no conclusive evidence.
I thought it was a definite cancer.
Yeah, they always
causer.
seem to say that. That's
Yeah.
what Lyle Zato said he died of.
Oh.
Yeah, he died.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I don't know,
Died
man.
young.
I
But,
forget
you know,
what this documentary was.
Maybe he.
Who fucking knows? Look,
who
I'm not a
knows?
doctor.
Who knows, man? So hey, tell
Oh
tell
my
Ari,
God.
tell everybody what happened. Was your last show? Was your last show? in
Yeah,
Dallas?
okay, so I was in Dallas at Hyenas this
Yeah.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Shows were great, fun crowds. I did walk some black people, but other than that,
Yeah.
so Saturday first show, good set. I'm bathing in the adoration of the applause of people.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, well, this room's so packed. I'm not going to get off the stage the way I normally know how to and go all the way around to go outside to meet people afterwards because I meet people after the show and blah, blah, blah. I thought, I'm just going to jump down. And I look and it's all shadows and darkness and people. And I take a little leap and I fall right on my ass. Like my ankle catches on the step that was there, and I twist my ankle. I fall down on my ass, and in between like tables of people, so they're all like, "Oh my god!" And it's all
She was just so good. Why did she do that?
yeah, and mortified. The audience was. I was in pain. You know when something like that happens.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh fuck, this hurts. Like I don't know what to do. And then I remember people were watching me, and then I had to get up. So then I got
You're
up.
still performing.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, they're expecting me to stand. And I get up and I give like a Mary Lou Retton, like, I'm all right, everybody. But it was
But you were in serious pain.
it was so embarrassing and it was so painful. And then I got home last night and I got up from the couch. And Tommy, what did you say? You were like,
Dude, you got up and you were wearing just like a little nightie. And
it's not very sexy. You make it
know what
sound
I'm
really
saying?
sexy.
Well,
but
you're wearing like
it's
a
a
little
Target cotton.
but just like a little thing.
Yeah.
And then when you stood up, you didn't have any panties on.
I when I come home, I take everything
Yeah.
off.
Really?
I gotta let
Yeah.
my thing breathe. Yeah.
So I looked over and I saw like a dark mark, like a dark smudge right around her butt
Yeah.
crack, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh my god, she just shit herself.
Shit my
Because you were farting, and I was like, she just shit. She just shit on the couch. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, like babe, you got shit everywhere. And then I was like, hey, let me take a look at that. And you're like, what? And I looked, and you have this big black
Yeah.
dark bruise
Yeah, that's
On
great.
what?
right like on her butt cheek, but going from the cheek all the way to the crack.
Really?
Yeah.
From falling on
From
my
falling.
ass in Dallas.
And I was like, oh, you thank God you didn't shit. That was all I could think was like, please don't shit. Don't shit the couch. That would suck so bad.
And we got
if you had
light
shit
colored
the couch.
couches
Yeah.
too. Our IKEA couch.
You just have to throw that fucking couch out.
I will
like
say-
my dad,
It's
just
tough to
be
get
like,
shit off it.
"Fine."
Could you wash? Could you wash it off harder than flip the couch?
I don't
Cushion?
know, man.
No.
My dad shit his pants a few weeks ago when I was with him.
Yeah, when you were with them.
I was with him,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, I just throw those out. He's like, they're fine. I was like, you shit in them. And
Yeah.
He was like, you don't see it anymore. Like, he held them up. He was like, there's no shit. I'm like, just why though? You can afford other pants.
They're
like, just get
khakis.
other pants. And he kept them. He didn't throw them out. He
I shit
wouldn't.
my pants once at the Comedy Store.
No.
We're doing like competitive farting. You know, when you like try to like lift legs and stuff. Yeah, and I was doing it with Dave Mashevitz upstairs outside Duncan's office, and I lifted my legs, and then one guy was like, "That was wet. That was really wet." Just a shitty
Did you
feeling.
keep those? Did you keep?
No, I threw them right out.
See,
I wiped
Right.
the rest out into them.
yeah,
And
and
then-
it's instinctual. Like like toss these.
What are we gonna do with them?
They're
Are we gonna take
covered
them
in
home?
Shit.
You
man.
can't wash the. You can't really. Why would you
No.
want
When you
to
were
put
little-
shit in there in the
When I was
machine?
little, I used to shit myself all the time. I feel like, right? And your mom would just wash it.
Yeah, pretty
Is that
much.
what? That is, I guess, what you do with kids.
That's kind of what you do. Yeah.
Kids.
Wait, so did you light your farts too, or it was
I
just
never got to that.
really? I
wanted to.
feel like you would be really good at it.
Lighting my farts.
Yeah.
Does it really work?
It works. Yeah, I used to do it in
No
college with my
way.
friends. I swear to God.
Charlie,
No
Yeah.
my friend
way.
Charlie's
Yeah.
done it
Yeah.
No
50
way.
plus
You've
times.
seen Charlie,
Yes.
and you.
dozens of times.
It works.
He sits back, throws the legs up,
Yeah.
gets the light. He puts the light just under his asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you hear the
Yeah.
and you see like that. It's just a quick flash.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
It's like a microsecond after the sound.
and I've seen him do it dozens
comes
of
the
times.
cloud.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it's great. He's really good at it.
I always just thought, no way, could it be
Oh
done?
yeah, you definitely.
Well, my
can.
ex-roommate Kevin Jensen used to do it.
Yeah?
And he was a champ.
Wait, who the fuck's this Kevin guy?
You know, I lived with Kevin Jensen. It
No,
was
I don't know.
Shauna's friend Kevin. We all lived together in San Francisco.
Gross, babe.
And one night in my dorm rooms in England, they came to visit me, and we just sat in a circle and lit our farts. I swear to God, it's really
You
fun.
did yours too?
I was too afraid to, but what I did do is I farted into a film container, like those black ones with the gray lid.
The
Do
old
you know?
35 millimeter ones.
Did you know that if you fart into it and then seal it immediately and then hand it to someone and they open it, they smell the fart?
Oh, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And
Wait, are you think you're talking to rookies?
I
Right
think
now?
that's any jar.
Right, like any airtight
Well,
container,
did you
it'll hold
know-
the smell for like a long time.
Yeah, you can. It's not just you can hand it to the person next to you. You can mail that shit to somebody.
Why don't we try an experiment? Is there someone on
You
the
can-
East Coast we
Sure.
can mail this
Jane?
to? Let's do it. Let's do it. Your sister.
You should do that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a really good little.
Some California air for you. nice picture there.
Yeah, you know what we could do? We could
a
we could
really good
actually
idea.
decorate it
Yeah.
and then write a note like, this is all like the rave in Beverly Hills. This is this new
Yeah.
thing. This is like,
It's a new scent.
yeah, it's a new
J-Lo's
scent.
new thing.
Yeah, and like all like the celebrities are doing it, and so we're like,
That's what they did in Scooby Doo.
Smells like shit. Wait, what happens in Scooby Doo? They do that?
No, they would scream. So they couldn't scream. They'd scream into a bottle and seal it up.
Oh, really?
Then the cork would come off and the scream would come out.
See, the writers knew about the
They
old
knew
fart
about
in
the
the
old
jar.
fart trick.
Have you ever burped in your mouth and then held it, let it ferment in there for a little
Oh.
bit?
He does
and
it
then
all the time to
Leave it
me.
for people, just right over their
Oh.
shoulder.
You know what I do is like a lot of times it'll just come up, like I'll just be da, 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 and then all of a sudden and I come into my mouth and then I'll be like, oh, and like it's like right before I meet somebody new, like, and this agent is here to talk to you now, and I'll be like, hey, and I'll be like, oh, it just fucking came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I'm like,
You've done that in, like
God.
official meetings.
just shit in my
I've
mouth.
done that. I've done that to important people.
Like executives.
Like,
oh, yeah.
hey, I'm Tom. And they're like, you're disgusting.
Yeah. You farted, too, in conference rooms before
I've farted
meetings.
in a
The fuck
conference.
is wrong with you? You're raised in a body. You don't know how to hold that a little bit.
I thought it was going to be a...
Just let things go
Yeah.
all the time. Just
Wait, we had that when we walked down the street the other day. We were, we were just walking down the street.
farting at each other.
No, a guy parked his car, and he got out. We're walking down the street. He walks in the same direction, but he cuts in front of us because he had just parked. And as he's walking, like he just parked his car, I go like that. I burp, and he turned. He was like, but like offended. Like he turned, like, how dare you belch like that in public? It's like, we're outside, man. Like I'm not in your house right now.
You're
He
right
was,
next to someone.
Yeah.
So uncouth.
Well, in all fairness, he kind of walked in on our part of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't there for the beginning.
I
of
wouldn't
our-
do the turnaround.
he turned.
He
Or just,
turned,
cringe
yeah.
and
He
take
turned around. And
it.
he gave me
Yeah.
a disapproving, like,
He scolded you with his eyes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You still feel like a kid when people do that to you?
I feel like a kid all the time, yeah.
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 I
The fun
definitely
thing is,
do.
though, as an adult, though, if you get that kind of look as an adult now, you can be like, what's the problem?
Yeah, go
What?
fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
like that's the thing is
Yeah.
you wanted to do as a kid.
We're the same age.
Yeah.
yeah.
around.
Don't worry
I
about it.
decided to belch today. What are you going to do about it?
I curse sometimes in public, and people like turn.
Oh, yeah.
But then
That
I
one
get
gets
embarrassed.
me.
But then I'm like, what am I? This
Dude.
is the language I use.
Yeah.
Yeah, the language thing kills me. You know what really kills me?
What?
I almost get to a degree. You're just putting all
Take your
kinds of
shit
stuff
out. Yeah.
It hurts my.
Do you have something else you want to take out?
No.
The language thing. I used to I'm not doing a bit, but I used to have a bit about this, but it's so real to me that it bothers me so much is when like grown men
Yeah.
act like language bothers them. Like a grown man with white hair,
Yeah.
who's fucking 50 years old,
Not only
and
do
a
you heard
button
this,
down.
you almost definitely use it.
Come on, and they do, and they're like give you a disapproving, or like I worked with a guy, I worked for a guy one time who was like, hey, you know, with the language, and it's like, really?
Hey, what?
You're a 50-year-old man, and you're offended that I said this asshole? Like that's
Yeah, you're grown up.
that. What level of lying do you live your everyday
Yes.
life?
Yeah.
in?
Yes.
Like
Who was it?
language
That
offends
comedian
you?
that passed away and he made a video about people that don't curse. He's sitting on a stoop.
Oh, you're talking about
Geraldo?
Mike? No, Mike
No.
Di Stefano. Di Stefano, yeah.
And he was like, I don't trust people that don't curse.
I don't either.
And I agree. Like you're a grown up. You inhabit an adult world full of adult situations, and you can't handle the.
You're saying that's
fuck?
not the right word sometimes?
Yeah.
I mean, I
stupid.
understand that, like, there's, of course, there's such thing as being crude. There's such thing as using language in inappropriate
Right.
situations. And I understand if
Somebody's
someone's
funeral.
like funeral. I understand if like it really, if you're like, look, I don't want my kids hearing that. All right, man. But if we're all adults sitting around, and I'm like, you wouldn't believe this shit, and someone's gonna have like a hey,
Excuse me.
like, are you serious right now? Like, you don't like.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. You
That's,
don't even know what to say to them.
That's a lie in and of itself. Like the way that you're acting, like you're censoring real life.
It's so inauthentic to me. Even the thing with kids, I don't have kids, so I can't really speak about it, but I know that my parents never censored language around me, and I don't know what's the big deal.
Yeah.
If a kid hears fuck growing up or shit,
I don't
who
think
gives a shit?
I think you're doing that kid a favor more than you are harm. By not that you want to like yell that at the kid all day, but you're gonna tell me like that kid's gonna hear it a lot. So what like this is bullshit. That kid's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe. Well, yeah, you said it because that's what people say, and now he's gonna know that people say that.
Exactly. Okay, and I did get in trouble. Like when I was in first grade, I yelled "fuck" during bingo. Okay, I lost at bingo, and I was like "fuck." But you know what happened?
What?
I got spanked, right? Because at my school they were spanking at the time. Yeah, some old lady. Yeah, I went to a Lutheran school, and this old woman spanked my ass. And you know what I learned? Don't say "fuck" at school.
Right.
But you can say "fuck" at home. You can say "fuck" wherever.
You learn the parameters.
So
yeah.
And I reject the idea that if you curse, it means you have a limited vocabulary. Sometimes the curse word's the best word.
Yeah.
Sometimes fuck, motherfucker, god damn it, shit. Those are the best words to express the feeling.
What if you get kicked in the shin?
Yeah. Dag nabbit. Darn it.
Yeah.
Sizzle sticks.
Cheese and rice.
This hurts a lot right now.
How often do you guys fuck up on the radio when you go to do morning radio?
I'm pretty good at it. Really?
I do.
Good.
They're like, oh, we had to dump that. And I'm like, oh, did I just curse? I don't
I've
even
only
know.
been dumped
Yeah,
out
I
a
usually
couple
don't even
times.
know.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm like, what did I bring up that I shouldn't have brought up? I don't.
I know.
I'm pretty good at it. I've only been dumped out a couple times.
I don't even realize. Yeah.
Actually, I think if you really, but that when the times that they've had to dump me is when we've had like really good conversation. So I really I become myself more.
Yeah.
I got loose, and I'm like, that is a bunch of bullshit. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's your job as a parent to say, well, we don't want you using that word or something, but other people do. We don't want you murdering either, but some people do.
But the thing about the kid thing is I feel like that kid's going to say that. The kid's going to say it.
Eventually
anyway. He's
going
to
to
hear it. He's definitely going to hear it.
He's going to come across it.
He's just not going to hear it from you. Okay.
Dude,
that's
who
fine,
knows?
I guess.
Wait, so you guys, that was so embarrassing falling off stage. Have you guys ever done that before? Or just me? What's the worst thing that's happened, the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you?
Oh, man.
On stage.
I've had my dick out so many times on stage.
That's intentional, though, right?
Yeah, it wasn't embarrassing at all.
You know that before I even met him, before I knew who he was. I mean, I knew who he was, but I'd never met him. Mm-hmm. I saw him. I saw you naked. Not only naked or take your dick out. You had no pants, no underwear on, and we were at this West Side theater.
The Underground, the Comedy Underground.
Mike Black was on stage, and you walked from the back room. Mm-hmm. You walked and you walked in a circle around him with no pants and underwear on, and then you just walked off. In the middle of his set.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really hilarious.
That's so funny.
I'd done a set, I didn't know you. Then I got off, and then I'm sitting there, and I had Charlie and my first roommate. So this was 2003.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, Mike's on stage doing his set. I don't know. He's talking about John Candy or some shit. And I'm looking at him, and then I see a guy walk in frame.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a T-shirt.
Donald Duck in it.
He's wearing a T-shirt and shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
No pants, no underwear. So he's just nothing on.
That was the first place I started doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
He walked up, and then Mike started laughing, and we all were like, "Oh my god!" Mike, the guy was with Jack, my first roommate, is drinking a beer and goes, and beer just comes shooting out, and Ari just walks in a circle around Mike with his dick out, and then walks off stage.
Did Mike know you were going to do that?
Probably not. I don't remember that one.
I don't think so. No.
Have you been arrested for that?
No. The first time I ever did it,
one
when
of
it
the
was there.
clubs got really upset one time, though.
Oh yeah, the improv banned me for 6 months.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, really? Come on, you don't have to ban. Just tell me not to do it. And they were like, do you think this behavior's accepted anywhere? And I'm like, yes.
Who told you this?
Yeah.
Who was the lesson from? Like, who gave you the
It came
speech?
from like Eric said he had to tell me. Eric Abrams said he had to tell me what his bosses told him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said they also wanted a year, but he had to talk them down.
Oh wow.
Like, I think they'll get it. Then he said, yeah, if you ever want to do that again, just ask someone, who works there, like in
So what
charge. And I was like, would you
how
ever
did
say yes?
do
And
it?
he's like, no.
What
Yeah,
what
so-
was the scenario in which you did it?
It was that guy who used to be in Styx,
Uh-huh.
or remember some guy who had his own show there at the Improv.
Oh, it was like rock and roll meets comedy kind
Yeah.
of thing. Those are so fucking dumb. Yeah.
Who was it? I forget the guy's name now. But yeah, he had one, and it was just late, and I was drunk, and at the bar, and they're like, "You want to close up because somebody's on right now, and they're not doing well." I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." And then it just no one was listening. It was just crazy people screaming the whole time. And so I got one of the porn stars that were in there to come up on stage, and then I mimed out fucking her, and then I just pulled my dick out.
How did people? Did she know you were going to do that? Did you tell her you were going to do that?
No.
No. Did she react? Was she like, "Oh my god"?
Yeah, I don't really remember.
Really?
Yeah, I really just do it for the crowd.
And the crowd must have gone nuts.
Yeah,
obviously.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do that
I've done it better though.
on HBO? Mm-hmm. You took your dick out?
Yeah.
Did they let it in or cut it out?
Barely let it in.
Oh, like frame?
Like I did, and they immediately shot to my back.
Wow, on HBO
Wow.
even.
Yeah, they were really mad. They were gonna cut it out completely, and they say you had to come back the next day because we were taping 2 days. Different people were taping on each day, and they said take these clothes off, don't get them stained. You have to wear this tomorrow because we can't even cut around you because you fucking didn't pull your pants up before you said goodnight. So, which is
Like
on
you were
purpose.
supposed to know.
Did that crowd go bananas too?
They went nuts.
They went
1,300 people.
1,300?
Yeah, It's
Wow.
the biggest crowd I had done to that point.
Has anyone ever sent you a picture of you that you didn't even know? Like, did you expect like with it? Like, if you got an email, like,
There was
oh,
some stills right then of somebody who freeze framed it with my dick out.
Oh, you dick out. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who sent me a picture of like I did have a girl say once before an audition. She goes, "I saw you do comedy," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." She was like, "You were funny." I was like, "Oh, which night was it?" She goes, "You had your dick out, you had your junk out," and I was like, "Which which
Yeah.
club first?"
You have a healthy hog on you? You got a nice thick one on you?
No, I just got really long balls.
You have long balls?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, why don't we play the Dick Detectives?
Detectives.
But you've seen it already. Can you play it with me, or we don't have the music?
No, man.
Well, how about this? Can I guess what your penis looks like?
Well, that would be the game.
I know, but we don't have to
What
have
are you
the
gonna
music.
describe it?
But
Bulbous at the top.
this is not how you play
That's
the game.
every
This
penis.
is-
But it is for me because I haven't seen it. So can I guess what it's like, and then he can confirm it?
I mean, if you want to just ruin the game, yeah.
What's the game? How does the game normally go?
Well, I'm sorry. It was just an impromptu idea. I like to okay. The game is that we guess what somebody's penis looks like
Yeah.
based on.
No, I don't know what his looks like.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
thought you said
then
you've seen it.
no. I mean,
I just noticed there were like
yeah,
a
I
dick and
noticed
balls
there was
out.
a naked guy.
Okay, well,
don't
can
know.
I want to guess what your wiener looks like just based on what I know about
but
you, and
There's
then
no way you remember it. Yeah. Okay.
And then, all
What's the
right.
normal game?
no, that's it, right?
This is not how we play the game, but the game is we would discuss it. The way to do this is that we would have done this last week, and then he comes in, and then we talk to him about it.
All right.
All right, whatever.
Is this your
Dick
before?
Detectives.
This is the music.
Okay.
Well, we can discuss it at length, and then after just have
No
him
pun intended.
complete. Right.
All right. I guess that you have really long balls.
Oh.
I think just the
Let me
act.
see your hand.
There's only two kinds of people.
Oh yeah, I got it.
That thing is so wrong.
Nailed
It's so
it.
off. The hand thing.
No,
The hand
I've
thing's-
dated. Here's the thing: is
Oh, my
I
hand is white.
can I tell you something? I actually had a Russian Jew boyfriend,
Yeah.
and similar in stature to Ari. So I'm gonna go off my previous experience with
Right,
somebody.
but I'm saying that the hand thing is proven to be false.
I know, but I'm gonna use what I have. These are my Dick Detective tools. This is my toolbox.
Okay. So you didn't guess yet.
Well, I thought you were starting yours, so I
No,
didn't
go
want to
ahead.
grab.
You're the one that has the quicker assessment.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'm gonna guess, judging by your height
Uh huh.
and just the shape of your body. Let me see the shape of your hands.
Hands thing again.
Well, because I'm telling you that I can.
You're obviously a rookie detective. You're obviously new to the department.
I'm gonna guess that your beanbag is a little purplish in color.
Would you ever think to ask for a look at a guy's hands? If you
What?
were thinking of like, I wonder if that guy's like got a giant hog. I would never think of even thinking about his hands.
Well, the
Just
hand
go
thing,
based on how big
No,
he
no, no.
was.
the hand thing is a common. Actually, the size of somebody's body
Yeah.
has been proven to be not an indicator. People
Right.
think it's an indicator. They're like, oh, I could tell by his nose or
Oh,
his
right.
shoulders. He's look how tall he is. There's
No.
no correlation.
Well, that's why like Puerto Rican guys are short and stout, but they can have huge hogs,
They
and I know
certainly
this.
do. Right, but see, that's a there.
Right, so that disproves the hypothesis.
Do you think there's any
That's what I'm
racial? There are any racial like
that has been
Yeah,
proven.
that's
Yes.
proven.
It's been proven that yes,
Jews have bigger noses too? It's like certain people have different things.
the fecas, the
Asians are shorter.
That's a
the
Hungarian
blacks,
word.
the blacks have bigger hogs. They've
Mandingo, I
proven-
believe the word is.
You see
They're
them
men.
and you're like,
Damn it, nigga nice. That nigga nice. Nigga nice. Nigga nice, nigga nice. Set it off in this motherfucker.
see, it's proven.
Okay.
It's a proven thing. Okay, all you
Okay.
said is he has purple ball bag.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going with this.
Okay.
Okay, is that again based on a previous
Right,
relationship,
and they have a guy that looked just like him.
not just like
Well, you
him,
said
but he's
similar.
a Russian Jew, so he's got some
You said
Jewy
similar.
characteristics
All right,
like
was
his
our
name
right.
Micah?
No, no, but I did have sex with a Micah.
Really?
How weird!
Jesus
How
Christ.
weird! That's weird, but he was a white guy. So okay,
Yeah.
Micah, which one's Micah?
which one? There's
Russian.
so many.
More than one Micah?
No. There's just one. I can't tell. I can't go in specifics because
Why?
I don't want to. You know,
Have you guys told each other about every single person you've had sex
I
with?
have. I've been.
I'm just
upfront.
learning about Micah.
No, I can't. I don't want to go into more because what
Why?
if someone? I don't want to say his name and then
You
people
just
put
said
it
his name.
together.
Everyone
Just
said
a
his-
first name.
He knows you guys did it, right?
I'll
knows
tell
you
you later.
did it.
Yeah, I told you about that. Okay, so listen. So the one
No, I
that's
mean Micah knows.
yeah, he knows.
Okay.
It wasn't-
I've told her too. I've told her everything.
Really?
Too.
No,
Yeah.
you give me like vague estimations.
I don't know their names, but I've told her like,
That one slut from outside Seattle.
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, because I didn't date them.
Right.
You know?
I dated everybody. I
You remembered all of them?
I mean, like, yeah.
There has to be something like
makes my
oh,
stomach
yeah.
turn.
Sometimes I'll be
Oh
like,
my
oh, I
God.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
What?
just it's unbelievable to me. Maybe because I'm a woman and you have to let somebody inside of your body.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's a little.
You remember every guy's name?
Yes.
Every
yes. I yes, absolutely. I know
Whatever.
exactly when,
Okay,
where,
but
who,
the difference
what.
is that guys are worth remembering,
I guess-
right? That's why it's easier.
Okay, here's your wiener. Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna go beanbag purplish in color. Maybe your peenie. Are you Russian Jew?
No,
You're just Jew?
I'm Romanian and maybe my mom's Russian actually. Yeah.
Okay. So you're Eastern Bloc Jew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your weenus will be purplish in tone. I'm gonna go for a bulbous head.
The heads are bulbous.
Not all heads. Some are more than
Some-
others. Jews
Some
tend to
have
be
that
more
fat
bulbous.
bell head on it. You know?
Yeah. Jews tend to, and I've had 2 Jewish boyfriends.
Yeah.
Both of them very bulbous.
Ugh.
I would say average length. Nothing to write home about when flaccid.
Okay.
Jeez.
Taking shots at him. All right.
No,
I'm
it's
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's just biology.
Okay.
So yeah.
You didn't finish.
Well, what am I gonna guess on the length while erect?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the
I'm not really
fucking
good
game.
at judging that.
That's almost the
You
only thing
suggested
we
we
ever.
played the game.
But haven't I
And then
given
you
enough
tapped out? You
You
information?
have a lot of description.
Okay, what did I say? Purpley in tone.
The
Hugh.
We know that his balls are big.
You said that basically he has a dong that has a head and is
No, a very bulbous, purplish
Okay.
in tone head.
Okay. All right.
And when flaccid, nothing to write home about.
Okay.
Maybe when erect, I bet he's got a healthy hog.
Okay.
I'm going to go for healthy hog, Ari.
Here's my assessment comes. I really have no recollection of ever seeing it.
No.
But my theory is this: somebody that would make the decision
thought you were gonna say
to
somebody
walk
hurt you.
around naked, like to
Right.
put themselves out there, has to have at least. There's only 2 people that would do that: somebody that has some confidence in the size,
Yeah.
or somebody that wants to, like, they'd rather put it out there that it's
Show that he's
horribly
cool with it.
shameful. No, that like I think that like if it were super small and somebody wanted to embrace the fact that this is my flaw, that's not you. So I feel like you have the confidence that would arise from having at least a healthy a good size one.
Oh,
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like a guy with like a small
When soft.
when soft would probably not make the decision to go naked out.
Right.
I used to at the comedy store when we had a foosball table upstairs.
Yeah.
We would always
Fluff it?
cock each other. Yeah, I'd really fucking vigorously work it because I'd have to like laugh and try to maintain an erection. It's hard. And then Jim Painter would get everyone's attention. And I'd run out, just like
So you'd fluff it
walk
up?
by, with
Yeah.
a boner and see how.
See, I
high I
wouldn't.
could get.
Wait, you got with a boner?
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
but I mean,
See?
flaccid. You walked around flaccid with it, flaccid too.
Yeah.
So I'm saying flaccid. You had to feel like you were at least comfortable enough to have it in front of people, because a lot of people wouldn't feel.
I
comfortable
agree.
with that.
Well, Gigi Allen had an extremely small peener.
Yes,
And he would parade that around, but I think because he was so high
He was also
and out of
mentally
it.
ill.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
that's
right,
the other
yeah.
category I left.
We
out.
later found out he was not healthy.
Schizophrenic.
So I think, based on the act of you doing that, I feel like flaccid. You're already looking all right. Like it's not like a tiny one, right? And I feel like when you're fully ready to pump and dump,
Yeah.
I feel like you're a little above
Never heard
average
that term
length,
before.
and you got a nice, healthy Jew thickness to it.
a Jew girth. I'm sorry, you're right. The Jews have girth.
So I think you're
Yeah.
like 7 in
Yeah.
length, and you got a nice, grip on it when you're fucking.
The Jew girth is there. That's what people say.
Hey-o.
It's erect. Yeah.
Okay.
And the bulbous head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
There's
go,
that.
Jew. I know Jews.
There's no purplish hue that I don't really. I mean, it's
rats.
obviously a little more purple, but less than like a purple dick. When soft, shockingly tiny.
Shockingly
Wow.
tiny.
Yeah. When erect, 6.5.
Wow.
So I was
there
pretty-
You're
you
pretty dead on.
go.
You're
Pretty much.
pretty right there.
Wow, you guys.
The Dick Detectives.
Do you make these?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes my buddy Ryan does. Yeah, that was
Well,
that was an impromptu
neat. Yeah.
Dick Detective, and basically, I mean, who won that? We both kind of guessed, but somebody.
What
had
do you
to be
think, Ari?
Well, you
more
went to the
correct.
length and the size. You described a lot more that I wouldn't even think to describe those details.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a woman. I
Yeah.
deal in dicks. Got a lot of cocks under my belt. So many dicks. Puerto Rican dicks, Jewish dicks, black dicks, Chinese dicks.
Jesus,
I know, it's like a dick buffet.
She eats a sour
I
skittle.
want to throw up. What's your favorite of all those different?
Yeah, what's your favorite flavor of dick?
You've had all the colors of the rainbow, like Skittles.
I have. I've had the skills.
Have you? What's the most obvious question you've asked when you bring up that you've slept with more than 5 people?
Chinese.
They've asked you if you slept with a Chinese person. That's the most common question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. I thought, what do people most ask about the Chinese guy? I get asked a lot about a Chinese guy.
How was it?
It was, quite honestly, yes, below average of
Did
the
you
rest.
scream just to make him feel at home?
Yeah, I had a relationship with this person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
However,
With the
the
Chinaman?
smallest.
You would
yeah.
play it up. You played up.
Yeah, you got to.
Wow, this
Well,
is so depressing, man.
No, because I loved him. I
know,
loved him
I'm
as a
just-
person.
I'm
It's
just
irrelevant
having-
when
It's
you
just
love.
depressing to think about.
No, can I tell you the most disappointing one was a white guy.
Really?
Just a white.
Well, one timer.
I know this story. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yes.
The one you had to quit on? Like,
Yes.
okay.
And that one I
What do you mean-
couldn't
what do you mean you
fake.
quit
I
on?
couldn't.
She's quit.
Oh no, that was
What do you mean
different.
quit?
No,
The teeny tiny.
that's what I'm talking about. You quit.
That's not.
What do you mean
I
quit?
broke up with that.
Oh, but wasn't it after not a lot of hooking up, right? That was
Right.
after minimal hooking up.
Correct. Yes.
And you were like, this is so...
It's pitiful.
But was it the reason? That was the reason to break up?
Yes.
See,
Wow,
guys?
that's quitting on that.
Wow.
Yes.
Sad, huh?
And when you're like, nobody who really cares about you is gonna. That's wrong. They're not gonna get to care about you. They're gonna get in the way.
You know, in all fairness, though, I think had his personality been different, maybe I would make concessions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I,
you
know,
say that stuff.
I
That's
was
what people
young.
used to say about Andrew Solomson. All the girls when they were to taunt them, were like, "Would you ever date him?" They're like, "No, he's kind of self-centered."
Yeah.
And we'd be like, "Really? Nothing to do with the 400 pounds? Nothing? You're not even gonna bring that up?"
Who's that? Is
Not
that,
even
that
on the-
sounds familiar, that name.
Andrew Solomson.
Yeah.
He's a comic for a while.
And like a real tech guy?
Would go up there instead of with a notepad. He would go up with like a tablet.
Okay, yeah. I know that guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, girls would be like, oh, he's like, they would use the excuse of
Yeah.
like, oh.
He's sort of
But women
self-absorbed.
are more forgiving, though. That part is true, I think.
A
Don't you
physical
think?
appearance? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
More forgiving, but
Right? But I'm
yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah,
but
dude.
there are guys, like, let's say not him. guy
Yeah,
in
all over
particular,
Hollywood, you have nerds getting laid by hockey.
But I mean all over the world. Like, I'm saying you'll a guy
yes.
who's like, let's say like that with that physique can end up or maybe not that bad, but a really bad physique.
Something off.
Will end up with can end up with an attractive woman.
Do you want to know?
The woman will forgive his awful physique.
Yeah. Case in
Are
point.
you guys talking about yourselves right now?
Yeah.
Manuel Uribe, the 3,000-pound guy in Mexico.
Yeah.
What?
He has a girlfriend. He has a wife now.
Really?
That guy that's a bedridden,
Sure.
morbidly.
He got married on the show.
Yeah. They took him on a forklift.
That's
What show?
On The World's Fattest Man.
Yeah.
TLC did a thing about him.
Manuel Uribe. And he does his
They
exercises.
took a flatbed around for the wedding ceremony. A flatbed drove through town, and he
TLC.
went like this.
Really?
Yeah, he was over 1,000 pounds when he got married.
Yeah. And he goes.
He lost 2,000 pounds?
No. His
No.
highest weight is like 1,300,
Oh.
and he lost like 300. And they're like, you still can't stand.
There's
or
no
anything.
tuxedos getting made for you, so I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, they just threw sheets around him, and they're like, all right. And then he was so happy to get married. He married a woman who weighed 105 pounds.
Normal. Yeah. And she used to powder his beanbag, remember?
Powder all of his growths. He had like fat
Really?
deposits. Some of the fat deposits would weigh like 80, 90 pounds.
How bad is Mexico?
No, you know where he got fat?
What?
Because he goes, I moved to America and to Texas, and I sold the pizza and the cheeseburgers, and I started to eat all of
Yeah.
that. So it was actually when he came to the States, he said he started
They
to
started
load
to
up.
show his weight gain. It was like
Yeah.
It
he
started
was like
in Mexico,
a
though.
kind of regular sized dude, and then
He had
like
to be to start with, right?
yeah, when he got to like he lived in Texas for a couple of years, and he got to be just like your standard fat dude, like
Yeah.
300 and some pounds.
Okay.
You're like, well, I see that everywhere here.
Waddlers.
Right. Exactly. Dude's like 350. And then he went back to Mexico, and it started to just snowball. Like
Wait, so we took the recipe with him?
he took all the recipes.
The
with him.
pizza? They didn't have that?
And then he was 400. And then basically I talked to a nutritionist one time about it, or a physician who said that like once you hit like over 4, that's when it really becomes a challenge to go backwards. Like if you hit 4 something,
Really?
it's so easy to go 5, 6, 7.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but
You're
you
so
can
disgusting
kind
already.
of- and it's just like you're consuming such
so
high
much.
calories, and you start to become less mobile. So you start packing it on because the simple math starts to add up. You're not moving. You're not burning anything. You're taking in, like you're taking in what is it, 5 figures every day in calories.
Whoa.
Which these people, they're all taking in 10,000
10,000 calories?
plus.
Wait, tell
Yeah.
me. Do you remember that guy? He lived on the 3rd or 4th story, and he would lower a bucket
Yeah.
with money.
Yeah.
And then the Chinese delivery takeout guy
Or
would
chicken
put
or
the food in the
everything, yeah.
bucket, and then he would wheel it up to
So
his
they would cook for him. This is a different guy.
Wow.
They would cook crazy amounts of food for him.
Oh,
And he would still call delivery places, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna lower a bucket out." And he would put a bucket out like on a
bucket.
rope
Yeah.
with money, and then they would put food in the bucket. And he'd pull. So he would eat in hiding after they had just cooked dinner for him.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the next day they'd be like, "Where are all these boxes? Like, what happened?" And he's like,
He'd be like, I know, right?
"I don't know. I just got all this food all of a sudden." So do you feel like that? Do you feel like I'm Manuel Uribe?
Yeah, I think that's and you've managed to find
to
someone
find somebody.
normal.
That's an enabler. Like that woman has
weigh
a
900
nurse,
pounds.
a nightingale syndrome. What is that called? The nightingale thing, where you want
Yeah.
to take care of somebody who's immobile.
No, you're just like with me because I met you when I weighed much less. So you had a different person to marry. I've grown into this. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm fatter too than when we married.
No.
It kind of goes both ways, babe. This is
No, but I'm talking about
life.
from when we met. I was, very, very, very handsome. We're talking
You
like,
still are very, very.
How much do you weigh now?
a lot.
You don't know.
240,
Oh,
something like that.
it's a
240.
lot, man.
Yeah,
You don't feel like, but I don't feel that you're big.
I'm probably
I don't,
stronger than
No, but you're just
most
like a regular
comics.
fat. You're not like fat. You're not like
No,
you're not
I
like
don't think
you're not
he's
a waddler.
fat though.
not
Tom,
a
if
belly.
you touch Tommy, he's
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah,
Like
because
you're
the fat
meat.
is pushing it out so
No!
hard that the skin hasn't had a chance. It's struggling.
But Tommy works out a lot, and he's physically very strong.
I do work out a
He's
lot,
not,
but I do have a bad diet. I know what I have to do to lose weight. It's not like a
Yeah, but
normal,
you're
yeah.
solid meat. You're like a linebacker. Like I feel like you're a football playing dude.
Oh yeah, you
feel
seem
that?
strong. I won't
plays
go to a fight
football.
with you.
I do
Yeah.
lift. I lift weights every week. I mean, I lift,
Really?
Do you hear that? Is that a
lift
cat?
3-4 times
Sounds
a
like a
week.
cat.
Yeah, I just have a horrible diet.
I hate that.
Yeah, wait, but you're just naturally thin, right?
To a degree, a little
Do
more than
you eat
definitely
healthy?
more than you. I do, but then I put stipends on that diet with a bunch of Skittles and gummy bears and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but but your vice is more like candy and stuff like that. See,
Yeah.
my fatness comes from my vice is like high fat foods.
Like hamburgers.
I love a burger,
Yeah, I'll eat
fries,
small.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Garbage, you know.
I do when I go on the road. I eat that.
Yeah,
I
me
basically
too.
It's like it's just too hard to get.
I rarely ever eat candy. I'm not a candy.
Really?
No.
You know what mine is? Mozzarella sticks after or in between shows.
That
There's
I've
never really an excuse for cheese.
Oh,
The,
I love it. That's
I would
what
say
I love.
09 was my worst food year on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like every club, 5 nights a week.
Whatever they had, you would eat.
Oh, boy.
Chicken fingers.
Is that when you went on the road for the year? Just featuring? No, that wasn't that year, was it?
For the year 07 is when I featured at every club. But I'm saying, and I got fat for sure. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying when it went like bad, like, and I got fat eating. I was eating garbage then. I was eating garbage in 08. 07 is where I featured at every club. 09 is when I started headlining a lot of clubs, and I really was traveling a lot and being like, and you know, like it started to wear on me, and I ate like fucking shit. And then at the end of 09, going into 2010, I was like, I gotta do something. Like I've actually gotten way healthier.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost, I don't know how many pounds, but I've gotten I eat better.
You've lost
now.
a lot of weight since our wedding.
Oh God, yeah,
Definitely.
My wedding is really bad, really bad.
When did you guys get married?
Oh, wait.
Oh wait,
I just ate. I was in a terminal in
Yeah,
Dallas,
especially
and
with the
all they had was Burger King and Taco Bell. Like
yeah.
those are my food options. For
There are
fucking
places that
Sunday.
will put you up in a place where there's no food even available
know.
for delivery after 11
Yes.
p.m.
I know, and they
you're
know
like,
you're getting back late.
Yeah.
How
and-
can you put me up here?
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
or Sundays. It's everything's
yeah.
closed on Sunday in fucking
I
Ohio.
can't even go anywhere.
Do people
No,
give
dude.
you pot on the road because they know that you're like
yeah.
they do, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty cool about it usually.
People,
I'll try to find something to buy too, but usually people bring me some. They give me a joint or two.
you don't travel with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
that's smart.
I travel with it. I don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? Target me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
when I
travel with
was-
it. I
I
usually
was
take
a-
like a joint or two with me, but that's not enough to last. That's to get me through to the next day when I go to the club.
Yeah,
Wait, can't you bring like breath strips or something not smellable? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
totally
is
those
that-
edibles.
yeah.
But that's like a different high. It's like a big time high.
Big time.
That's adventure
When I
high.
was at Cobb's a week after you, the day after you,
Oh yeah.
people were like, "Yeah, Ari just like got off stage and then immediately got high on the sidewalk." And I'm like, that sounds about
Everybody
like people
just
bring
broke
you.
out. It was like, let's take pictures. Let's just do it right over here. And
Yeah.
it was like 18 joints were going around. It was
I
just going. I
love-
couldn't breathe after a while.
that you're like a folk hero in the.
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you've become one of the guys. Like you realize in a few years,
Yeah.
like as this continues to grow, you're going to be like, you're going to have the same level of fandom and weed associated with it. I think than as like a Doug Benson or something.
Oh yeah,
you know?
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's not a problem at all. I was talking to Claire Brasso, some Toronto comic, once when I was there for something. It was like a year and a half ago, or maybe a year ago. Mm-hmm. And some dude was just walking down the street, and he was like, "Hey, are you Ari Shaffir?" I was like, "Yep." He goes, "Can I smoke a joint with you?"
That's
I was
rad.
like, "If you have a joint." He goes, "Yep." And then we just smoked it, and then he left.
Jesus,
You're gonna
man.
be like
See?
Snoop
Yeah, and she
Dogg.
was like, "What was that?" It was the first time it's ever happened. I don't
That's
know.
gonna happen a lot more.
Yeah, you're
man.
like the
I don't
Snoop
mind that
Dogg of
stuff at all.
comedy.
a lot more. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, is it that time?
It's time for.
Fill her.
Remember
up.
this one? Seal her shut.
Seal it shut.
Oh yeah. Did people like that live podcast you guys did?
Yes.
Yeah.
People like listening to it later?
Yeah.
I got some complaints
Yeah.
about, some people complained about the audio. Some people
Oh.
complained about they're like because there's a different sound to like the live thing,
Mm-hmm.
and overall hugely positive. I did get it was a departure from the norm.
It's different. It's like I had to go jokey more.
Yeah, and people were like, I didn't like. Some people were like, I didn't like that you had different guests. I mean, overall it was positive. So we.
I thought if I would do one for a Skeptic Tank, I would just get I would have to do it there's no way you could do it live. It'd be too long.
Yeah.
So I have to get like 3 or 4 people and just cover them real quick.
Yeah,
Each topic
I
quick.
thought that helped us doing that.
Yeah.
I like doing it.
In front of a live audience, you got to
Yeah.
keep it moving.
So I think before you read the new ones, let's tell people we got some results of
Look,
the.
Ari, don't
Oh, I
look.
don't know. I don't
We
know.
put it out there
Gotta
last
be
week.
a surprise.
Who do you want to
I didn't really see anything. I was just sort of still
fill
looking
up
at it.
or seal shut? And we put we had a
Fill
couple
up or
options.
seal shut?
Well, fill up and seal shut.
Okay.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
in addition to filling up.
You want to fill her up and then you want to seal it shut.
So that no other load will be there but mine.
Right.
Right.
That's
From
just
now to
yours.
eternity.
And it takes multiple loads to do that. You're going to have to really keep dropping
Oh, I
loads.
have to fill it up.
You have to fill it up.
Don't downplay filling it up.
And then when it gets to the very end, then you can seal it
Then
shut.
seal it.
Yeah.
It's like trying to fill like a hole in the wall, and you got to keep filling it until
Like
you
spackling.
spackling
Yeah.
it shut. So we put out there. Who would you rather fill up and seal shut? Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, so
Okay,
in that
nice,
role,
prime.
or Linda Carter as original Wonder Woman.
As Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I think Linda Carter. She was one of the first people I beat off to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Backstory. Personal.
The fans, it was kind of close.
She had
but
boobs. She had boobs, Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was she? I didn't even know. Was she a model before that?
I don't know what the fuck she did.
No.
It wasn't that she was like a superhero. It was just that she was wearing this bathing suit and showing off his
Pretty
body.
awesome. And she's Wonder Woman.
No.
Think about it. I mean, if she has what she can do as Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
there's got to be. They're not going to talk about it on the show. There's got to be some runoff about what she can do to your cock. You know what I mean?
God.
Like she's Wonder Woman.
The lasso.
You think it's just regular sex with Wonder Woman? She's a
Yeah.
Wonder Pussy. She has to.
Wow. Good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about
You
that.
know?
Oh.
Right.
Well,
she's
no,
Wonder
wait.
Woman. Like
Yeah.
Superman doesn't have a regular dick. He's got Superman's dick.
Wait a minute, though. Wonder Woman historically comes from an all-female island. It's like an island of Lesbos.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden you put your dick in there and lightning bolts go through your dick. And then
Wow, yeah.
you're like, oh, shit,
Wow.
I bet her blowjobs would be unbelievable.
There we
I
go.
bet that.
Now you're
well,
thinking.
The
And she's probably hungry for
listeners-
cock.
The listeners,
That's so long.
we're writing a Cinemax movie right now. You know that, right? Like a late night
Softcore,
movie.
yeah.
The listeners voted 42-32
Okay.
Pfeiffer.
Wow.
They
Wow,
took Pfeiffer.
see,
They wanted that
okay.
coked out look, and they got it.
There you go.
The next one
goth
we put
kitty.
out there was who would you like to fill you up and seal you shut?
Okay.
Oh.
Did you want Captain James T. Kirk or Han Solo?
Yeah.
No, wait. When did you get these to people?
When did we put them out?
Yeah.
The last week.
That's what. And then they've written back since then.
Yeah, on
they've
Facebook.
hit some votes. Yeah, if you want to vote, it's very simple. Facebook.com/Your Mom's House Podcast.
Just kidding. You can have them.
So once again, Facebook.com/Your Mom's House Podcast. You can vote, and you can comment. You can do whatever you want there. We have votes. All right.
That's interesting. Michelle Pfeiffer as kind of a
Oh,
goth
Solo,
slutty kitty. That's
Solo crushed it, as I predicted he would.
good. Yeah.
Solo
Yes.
with who?
Over Captain Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison
Yeah.
Ford. Yeah.
I thought
Come
he was
on.
lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Han Solo's fucking cool, man.
Well, you know what?
He smokes. You know that. I
Yeah.
mean, like they don't show, but you know he smokes. He probably does shit like he fucking smacks you around. Maybe holds your head down. I think
Solo?
I think
No.
so. No, I think
No.
Solo would.
I don't think
Solo's
so.
it's like a oh gee.
Really?
Yeah, I've never
I
felt
think
an asshole so tight.
I think Solo. He's been all over the fucking universe, crushing pussy on different planets.
Han
And
Solo-
Chewbacca is fucking his wingman. Come on.
But Han
He's
doesn't
done
have to
some
work
kinky
for
shit.
it. No,
Oh,
he
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
have
I
to
was
work.
thinking of Luke Skywalker.
That exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Solo.
still Han Solo. Yeah, Han Solo had more
Solo would
attitude about
fucking
it.
tie your head down and make you eat out of a dog bowl too. You know.
I don't think so. I think he lets the pussy come to him. He's so cool and collected.
Han Solo.
You know, we have different
Yeah.
theories.
That would
I mean,
be
I'm
great
not
is to
gonna-
make a new version of just every time he leaves a classic scene in Star Wars, you see him just go beat his wife or just grab some girls like suck my dick, lick my balls first. I can't just shit on my chest, then I can fuck you.
Wait, who's this?
Han Solo.
This is Ari.
like
Oh my god.
the other things you don't
Can't
see.
come? I think Han Solo can't come unless you do really, really graphic
Nothing
shit.
to do with being Darth Vader,
Yeah,
but
of course.
that's why I didn't cover
You have
it.
to
but-
put a lightsaber in his ass.
I've been fucking flying all over the universe for years. You don't know how many weird pussies I've seen. Yeah, because he's seen like alien.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. You're right now. I just thought
You know?
of that.
There's
Like
no way that
shit
guy hasn't
with
gotten a
6
prostitute.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The place he goes, he's like, yeah, I'm getting some puss,
Yeah,
dude.
of course. I gotta get some puss.
Some
All right.
galactic puss.
That
So
girl's got a
let's,
vagina inside a vagina. That's they're normal for their race. I want
Exactly.
to see what that's like.
He's fucked different species.
Yeah.
Han Solo.
Shit, I didn't consider that. Wait,
What
so
do
is
you-
Captain Kirk though? Captain Kirk actually did.
Oh yeah,
fuck
that green or blue
different-
girl.
Yeah. He actually did bang chicks on different planets.
Point Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was one of those Furbies to clean up.
If you would, could you read who do we have for
All
this
right.
week?
So this week we're going to do female athletes. Starting.
We're going to do multiple athletes.
Well, we're going to
Yeah.
start with the ladies,
Right.
I
Are you
think.
covering me at Hamm?
She's not on our list.
Oh.
We had to look at a lot of athletes. I felt like, I mean, although she's very famous, let's keep them famous. You know, because there's
Like
look
Babe
at-
Ditcher's Zacharias?
There's a list of so many of these.
That's a terrible name.
Like there's this girl who's this like
Machazaka? Who
there's
is
this
that?
golf
I think
player
she was like the best golfer ever.
like Blair O'Neill. Have you seen her?
Uh-uh.
She's smoking hot, but like I don't want people to have like
don't
most
have
of
to
the
look 'em up.
names. Like you know who's who. There is that MMA girl that's hot.
I used
Gina
to,
Carano.
yeah,
She's
I used to
hot.
beat up the Steffi Graf.
Oh, Steffi Graf's a lesbian,
yeah.
isn't she?
Oh
No.
no, which one's the other one? What there was one hot one.
Navratilova.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the super dykey one.
No, she's
Who was
She
that?
is.
That was Martina Navratilova.
yeah.
Yeah,
Steffi
she
Graf.
is.
No, Steffi Graf married what's his name? Andre Agassi, right?
Oh.
Who got stabbed? Who got stabbed in the neck?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Wait,
That might
Agassi
be
married somebody?
Yeah.
yeah.
He
No,
married a tennis
Jennifer
player.
Capriati.
Yeah. She
When
did
she
porn,
was the
didn't
hot-
she?
No, she did not.
I think she did.
Look how upset
No. I
Ari
thought
just
she
got.
What?
Did
He
she
just
not?
broke his heart.
I could see maybe posing. She did porn.
Wait, I'm looking it up right now.
Oh no.
Oh, our neighbor's making popcorn. Do you smell that?
Yeah, I smell it. It smells awesome.
Jennifer Capriati, the one she got into drugs and all that shit, right?
Yeah. But,
Okay. Yeah.
and then she made a comeback and she like won some major.
All right. Anyway, so there's a
All
bunch
right.
of them, but
So do you
go
ready? Are
ahead.
you ready?
Go for it.
Okay, so for this edition, we're going to do Maria Sharapova,
Okay.
beautiful blonde Ruski. Is she Ruski?
She's Ruski.
Sharapova?
Yeah, background, yeah.
Okay, and then good old-fashioned America, Danica Patrick.
Danica Patrick.
Danica Patrick.
So you have she does the GoDaddy commercials. Basically, you
Isn't
have
she NASCAR?
yes, she's a race car driver, and you have a tennis player. Very different worlds, both hot, both well known. And I realized there was this, like I said, this other golf player, Sandra Gal. I mean, just like smoking hot. Nobody fucking knows her. Some of these other tennis players that were super hot. Nobody knows them.
Preston?
So we're sticking to two very well known. Who do you want to fill up and seal shut? Maria Sharapova, the tennis player, Danica Patrick, the super hot race car driver. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Sharapova really knows how to move. Got the long legs, blonde, super
Athletic.
hot. Danica, race car driver, got a lot of grease in her hands, got a lot of grease in her snatch. Easy to get up in there, shove it in her ass, and she's just got motor oil and all kinds of parts sitting around. Probably, someone you want to stick
Yeah.
in.
That's an interesting theory, Tom.
Yeah. And the grease, if you want that.
Grease in her asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think, Ari?
I think Danica Patrick is probably a lot chubbier than everybody knows.
Wow.
She's always wearing full body suits. They're going quick cuts on her.
Actually,
she's what?
She's chubby.
chubby, but
think
I
she's chubby.
I saw some
Bro.
bikini pictures of her actually when I googled for
Really?
this. She actually like does spreads in like men's
Oh,
lad
really?
mag type shit. Yeah,
Oh, that's good to know.
I mean,
Maybe Danica
Actually-
Patrick then, because I don't.
you have to be in shape to
Do
be
you
a
like
car
Sharapova or
driver.
no?
She'd be too hard.
Who's that? Sharapova?
Sharapova.
You think so?
I think it'd be like tough. Her stomach would be like you could hit it.
You don't like that?
It's too hard.
But you know, to be a driver, you have to have a lot of muscle strength. Actually, I think it's
You
quite
wanna
hard
know
to.
something about me?
Yeah.
I'm always hard. Never soft. Always. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Look how coy he got for a minute. He kind of blushed and then he gave you a special
Yeah.
kisses with his eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
French kisses.
Wow. A little love connection.
So you feel like she's too athletically
I
strong.
think she's gotten big.
Do you like soft? Do you like softer?
I like softer, yeah, I like a little jiggle, but still
You do?
thin.
Yeah.
But just not like hard. I think she'd be too
So
muscular.
you're not attracted to bodybuilders, right?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
No,
Who would you rather fill up and seal shut?
Well,
I
you know.
I predict.
Okay, go ahead.
I
What do you
think
think?
you'd be more attracted to Sharapova's type.
Yeah, can I tell you why? Because I'm a narcissist. I like blondes like me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I like Eastern Europeans like me. I don't trust American, like all American girl. I think that all Americans can be uptight. Like Danica's probably a good girl, so she won't
She
do
acts like a
things.
bitch in those GoDaddy commercials.
Yeah.
Just take it off or don't. Don't act like it's a surprise
Well,
every
guys,
time you're against it.
It's
Yeah.
up to you. Do you want to put some more washer fluid into Danica, or would you like to
That's really
hit an ace
inappropriate.
in Sharapova's asshole?
It might be hard to seal up Danica with all the grease there. So there's the extra work involved
There's
too
a
with
lot of
sealing
work.
up Danica. You
A
have to
lot
take that into
of
account.
loads in there, guys.
Good point. Well, as we're doing athletes, let's keep it up. We'll do one for the women. Ladies, who would you rather be filled up and sealed shut by? We have Tom Brady,
New England Patriots quarterback,
a handsome fella.
Gorgeous.
Dapper.
married to Giselle, dresses well, nice smile. Yes.
All right, so Tom Brady or David Beckham.
Very
Heartthrob,
handsome.
international heartthrob.
Looks
Look
like
at
he's
the
got
accent
that
there.
hard stomach you don't like, though.
Yeah. But, yeah, you're right.
But he's married to
I think
that
I like it on dude.
skinny.
Do you, if you had to choose between those two, do you feel like either one?
My first instinct was right away Brady, but then I'm like, no. Yeah, like an English accent might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have around.
I think Beckham tries a little more. I think he's more of a pleaser.
That's
I
interesting.
think
Oh.
Brady sits back. I mean, listen, you fucking play quarterback in New England. You already have rings. He's married to Giselle. I think he's just like, seriously. And like, even if you're with him, he's like, fucking spit on it. Do a little work. Like, and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, are you gonna fill me up? And he's like, fill your fucking self up. That's what I feel like
yeah.
Brady is.
Also, if there's ever a possibility they bring whoever they're dating in to just watch, not even join in, but just to watch
Yeah.
them filling you up.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Posh Spice looking at me
Than
than
Giselle?
Than Giselle, yeah.
I sat next to Giselle on a plane once.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Really?
No. What'd she do?
I feel like, by the way, Beckham is a soccer player. Stamina for days.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really wear you out. You talk about getting sealed shut.
Yeah.
Beckham can do it.
Can I tell you my theory here?
Yeah.
I think that Posh Spice is not a good lay. She's real skinny. She's real self-involved. She's probably not putting it out a lot. She's got kids. I think David Beckham's just starving for some good fucking
Holes.
Holes to
fun.
fill.
Yeah.
And who knows what kind of holes they are?
My holes.
All right.
You know?
Is that who you would choose? Beckham?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with David
you
Beckham.
Said you saw Brady, you're like, that guy's cute.
He's a very all-American stunner.
He is.
Yeah.
Looks
You
like he could
know-
be on like the pamphlet for Yale or something, right?
That's
Like,
why I
he'd be
don't like him.
oh,
Can I tell you? But
Too
that's
all-American.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, it's too clean. It's too perfect.
Nobody
I need
wants to fuck Johnny
some-
Be Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give me some trouble.
Yeah.
I need a little scumminess.
A little yeah.
little scumbagginess
David,
that I
David
like.
has
them.
that.
Does he have tattoos? Everybody has tattoos.
All kinds of tats.
Okay, I like that.
Beckham's got like
Yeah.
15
Brady's
tats.
got nothing.
I don't like that.
He's got
squeaky
one
clean.
swastika, like right where it's beside it, so no one can see it.
Just that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and then of course, we didn't want you guys to be like, hey, there's a kind of a theme going on here.
Yeah.
A lot of white faces.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we decided to extend it and give you a little, a little spice in your sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's a couple other
Okay,
athletes.
here we go. I don't know who this is. This is Tommy's pick.
I put these together.
Yeah, I don't
Who
know.
would you rather get filled up or sealed shut by? Would
All
it
right,
be
Marshawn Lynch
Marshawn Lynch?
Okay.
Okay.
or Pac-Man Jones.
Okay.
Now,
You
these are
have-
football players?
They are both football players.
Okay.
They're both African American. They're both the kind of guys that, like, if you were laying around and they walked in on you, you would just be like,
Damn, that nigga nice. That nigga nice. Nigga nice. Nigga nice, nigga nice. Set it off in this motherfucker.
see, that's how you would feel
Wow.
if you saw either one. And they both are definitely into filling it up and sealing it shut. I'm pretty 100% certain that they both already have kids, so they know how to fill it up and seal it shut, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
right.
They both are
Is
elite
Marshawn,
athletes.
are they both still in the league?
They are both still in the league.
Is Pac-Man Jones still?
Pac-Man is with the Bengals.
Let me take a look at this Marshawn.
They don't know him by sight.
Let's look at him. I think I know Pac-Man.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is with the Seahawks. Yeah. So, but they both definitely. It's a different style than a Brady or a Beckham. Okay.
Oh my! Oh, that's black.
Oh.
But I mean,
That's that kind of black.
Okay. little John Black.
But not everybody wants the same thing.
Google won't. Your iPhone won't let you enlarge that picture because it's scary enough.
Well,
Would
let's
you-
see. I want to show our viewers at home. Can they see this?
Let's
Turn it
see.
This
sideways.
is Marshawn Lynch here.
That's kind of hard to see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you see him.
So he's got
right.
beautiful.
And what's he doing there? Smiling?
Yeah,
Is
he's showing
what's-
you his grill.
Okay.
But I'm actually trying to make a point here, which
Yeah.
is that not everybody likes the same thing, right? So that might be the most
Right.
desirable thing for one of our listeners.
Oh, right.
To get
Yeah.
filled up
Right.
and sealed shut by
By Marshawn Lynch.
Look, he's going to talk shit to you.
Roughneck.
Yeah.
Who sang that song about Roughnecks?
Oh, I forget who that
Some
was.
rap group, girl rap group?
Yeah.
Was it Salt and Pepper?
I need
No.
a roughneck or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Now wait a minute. This guy Pac-Man is a little similar to Marshawn.
He is.
You got the dreads. I don't see any grills.
But yet, that's why you have to pick who do you want to get filled up
He's,
and sealed
he's a
shut by.
solid
Oh.
prison record, Pac-Man Jones. I know that.
He does.
Yeah. What are they like as people? What do we know about these two?
Well, let's just go off of aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Personally,
This is tough.
I have a bias in this one.
Man, I
I
don't want
was
to get
born
fucked.
in
Yeah.
Cincinnati, and
Oh,
I really
oh.
want the Bengals to have a good year. So I'm willing to get sealed shut
jeez.
by Pac-Man Jones.
Really?
Pac-Man
For the
is
good of the team.
yoked.
Yeah.
This guy will break me in half.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Will you do it?
I would be so terrified to get. Wow, this guy would destroy my vagina.
Look, they both look like that. That whole thing
The
about
grill really
this
throws
guy,
me off. I think
yeah.
I'm going away from the grill. If I
Yeah.
just want to never
So
get
you're
fucked by anyone
Pac-Man
with the grill.
also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he's got a grill, and then it's like, no, it's like you guys chose amongst yourselves.
Who do you want, babe?
I'm afraid of the grill too. I think that's going to be a massive
Holy
deterrent
shit!
for me.
There is a trio going for Pac-Man Jones.
Marshawn's terrifying. The grill makes him scary.
Well, you know what? You said moments ago that you needed a little edge.
That's too much edge. The full grill is too much for me.
Okay. All right.
Hey, call me uptight.
All right, you heard it there.
Wow.
You can go to, hopefully these will be, the polls will be up, facebook.com/Your Mom's House Podcast.
And if anyone knows Pac-Man Jones and Marshawn Lynch, please tell them to write in and explain why they're more
If you
deserving
know them,
of being the filler.
More
and
I
sealer.
bet,
Deserving.
see,
State your
Marshawn
case.
is more quads and ass. Like, he's lower level. Like, his legs are much stronger.
Yeah.
So I think he would just absolutely
ram it hard, just
fucking
torque.
completely. I think he would shatter your pelvis.
Oh my god.
But maybe you know
dude.
what? If I'm going in for something like that, maybe that's what you want. That's what I'm saying. Pac-Man, I think he's definitely gonna sit on your face.
No.
Pac-Man is.
I think
Sure.
Marshawn's gonna sit on your face and make you lick his butthole until he says you're done. Don't you see
Make
that?
that face?
Yeah.
Yes.
That face that makes you eat a butthole
Guys,
until he
It's
says
what's-
you're ready.
What is your? Wow, that's really aggressive.
Wow, you look just
What do you like?
him.
Do you like it or not? That's what we want to know. Who do you want to get filled up and sealed shut by? The three of us have chosen
terrifying.
Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah.
I think if you were telling either of these guys what you might be into, Pac-Man Jones would at least wait till you finish talking. But Marshawn halfway through would be like, shut the fuck up!
You think you'd be
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think, and he would forcibly rape you.
That's fucking bullshit, man.
Like that?
Damn. Fuck off me, LeBron, bitch. Mismatch that motherfucker. God, get up, Brown, you black bitch. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck you. Throw that, bitch. Fuck. Fuck this shit.
Like that?
Who's that?
That's my dad. No, we had that. We played the last few weeks. People asked it
does sound
for the
like
people
your
that asked us to post it. I didn't even know it existed on YouTube. So I would look for it on YouTube and I couldn't find it. I had a different source, but somebody else found it. So we'll put it on the website. If I give it
Yeah,
to you,
for
we put it on the
sure. Give it to me,
website,
I'll put it
and
up.
then you can all see the link. It's just a dad playing video games with his son.
Oh.
And they had put a camera and recorded
Just a
him.
loving sort
Really?
of father
Yeah.
son
I think
night.
it's really upset. I think it's really, really, you know.
Fuck it. Suck this big ass motherfucking
That's the
sorry
dad?
Yeah.
black motherfucker.
'Cause his son took him to school?
Damn.
Because his son beat him?
They're playing the game as they're playing. The dad's fucking losing his mind.
Jesus Christ.
we play his drop all the time.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So look, we gotta wrap this shit up, man.
All right, mommy.
Right?
Yeah. Pull your
Here's a
jeans
really cool thing, real quick. The next episode after this one, which will debut in another week or so, we're gonna have an update, one that you've been asking for. You've been asking for it for a while. You've been wanting to know it.
one is this
You've said. You know, You've said
where the dude's at.
you wanted to know.
Yeah.
Where the dude's at. Where the dude's at.
You wanted to know where the dudes are at.
Okay.
And
where are the dudes at?
Where are the dudes at, Harvey?
Well, I mean, you know.
Where are the dudes at?
Yeah, everybody wants to know.
Where the dude's at. Where are the dudes at?
I have an update. I'm not going to give it to you, but I reconnected with our good friend Casey, who initially, you know, that's where it all started, and he was willing to come on and talk to us. Everybody knows if you don't know about the story, it's too much to get into. We could maybe post a link to a previous episode.
Yeah, we can
where
find
we get
out.
into you know, here's a little of his when he called me initially, you know.
Let me just start by saying that you're probably the best friend I've ever had, most reliable, most dependent, most caring, sensitive friend I've ever had. But, so I'll just start with that. But what I want from you is, yes, I want a link to the podcast where you told the story, because I went to your stupid podcast site and I listened to the one that I thought had the story in it. And if you realize your podcasts are 2 hours long, so I'm not going to listen to all 2 hours until I get to the part where you're telling us where the dude's at story. So
That, of course, is Casey from a long time ago, and he just wants
where
to
the dude's
know
at.
where the dudes are at. And so we reconnected. We talk all about it. And yes, this is like a super tease for the next episode. But
Breaking
Where
news.
are the dudes at?
we'll get to find
a
out. You
lot.
know,
Where are the dudes at?
we'll find out where they
Why does
are.
he want to know where the dude's at so bad?
It's everybody wants to know where the dudes are at. You know, where are the dudes? I don't know.
They could be anywhere.
They could be anywhere. Casey knows.
They're right where it's at.
Sometimes they're in Dallas.
To
Sometimes
everybody,
they're in San Francisco.
and I mean everybody, we didn't even mention this, that ordered the Top Dog shirt. We thank you very much. And they all ship out tomorrow. Well, actually, by the time this is posted, they will have already shipped out. If you want them, please get them. They're at your momshousepodcast.com. We're super excited about them. They look great.
It's awesome.
It's
It's my
awesome.
favorite shirt. It's my favorite
It's the-
thing we've done so
Yes.
far on this
It's
podcast
my favorite too.
ever.
It is the dopest shirt.
Yeah.
Let me see that one.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
You're gonna love it.
and,
It's so
yeah,
exciting.
they're
I'll
there.
show it
It's
to
the
you, Ari.
official. It's going to be our official podcast shirt. So if you want them, you know where to get them. And that is all. Is there anything else you want to throw out there?
I have an album coming out.
Wow, tell us about it.
I think it's going to be August 7th.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I better
Ari.
time mine for not the same week because I'm
Oh,
releasing
yeah.
mine in August.
Okay.
So I'll do it separate weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Do you know
buying them all.
what's it called? Do you know? Have a name yet?
Revenge for the Holocaust.
All
Revenge
right.
for the Holocaust. Now I thought you were a pretty outspoken Holocaust denier, right?
I just see facts, man, and I'm just waiting to see full proof.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
anyone can make a video.
Anyone can mark. What is this? A field?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then you just have a bunch of people that are skinny.
My dad was a survivor. I got to stop this. He's going to hear this and be like, "What are you doing, Ari?
They're so crazy.
What did we do? Our family was wiped out. What are you doing?"
Yeah, that should happen.
It's
It
so
didn't
crazy
happen.
that Ari would be one. Like Ari's like, it's not fucking happened.
I mean, a few people definitely died. I'll give
Yeah.
you that. There
All
was
right.
something.
You hear these numbers. I don't know. Maybe it was 100 people. I
Tom
don't
Barris
fucking
always
know.
says, he's like, I saw this documentary and it just seemed like the Nazis weren't even that put together. They were like bumbling. They couldn't really get anything done and it wasn't that hard at all. I was like, what documentary is that? He goes, I think it was called Hogan's Heroes. And it just seemed like they didn't have it that hard.
Oh, what was that? You just
Yeah.
cut out.
I did.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, did you flip
Yeah.
your switch, Jeans?
Your thing.
Did it out completely?
Yeah.
I still hear it.
You do?
I still, it works
Oh.
for me too.
Did-
Oh, did your earphones die?
I don't hear
Just,
anything.
you don't hear anything?
Maybe you don't
Nothing.
hear yourself.
No.
If I snap, if you don't have the
I
earphones
can't
Oh,
on,
now I
you.
hear. Now I hear again.
Oh,
Holy
you had to
shit.
jiggle the cords.
That was really scary. I thought you weren't even alive for a second. Okay.
Soul
Just
went out.
evaporated. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to thank the Dallas mommies that came out. I got to
Oh,
meet
for sure.
Reed and Christina. They were like the coolest people, and a lot of other mommies that came out. Thank you so much. It really makes my week a lot happier when I get to meet you guys.
I was in Dallas with Justin Martindale,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he went on Grindr. And
No.
found two random dudes at 1 in the afternoon to have a three-way with.
Are you serious?
That he'd never met.
That's
Really?
Grindr.
He
It's
did?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just got he got one, and then he like started, but he wouldn't get right back. So he was like started with another one. Like, all right, you're in. And the first guy's like, okay, I'll come in like 20 minutes. He goes, well, I already got somebody. You want to?
Man.
Wow. To be a gay man,
That
what a
is the
great
shit.
life.
What a great life.
Yeah.
They just fucking, all right, I had this app that finds dicks
We're all
for
just
me.
gonna fuck
Yeah.
3-way in the afternoon.
It's so bananas.
Unbelievable. See, and that's clearly why you want to know.
Where the dude's at. Where are the dudes at?
They should rename the Grindr app.
Yeah, where the dude's at. Called the Casey app.
Who are you releasing your album with? Did you figure it out?
Ari Shaffir Enterprises.
Yeah, buddy.
It'll be on iTunes.
High five me too. Awesome.
I'm self-releasing mine too.
Yeah.
Self-releasing.
Fuck it, it's different now.
Get it.
It's different now.
Yeah, son.
Do you know
What's Warner Brothers gonna do? Just say it's Warner Brothers?
Did you find out? Did you just decide on who you're actually like uploading it with? Did you pick that?
No, I didn't pick that.
Okay, I'll show you what I learned. in a
Yeah,
moment.
it's like you got to go with some company that says we'll do it for you. Pay us like $50, and you're with us.
I'll show you the two things that I was thinking about.
Okay.
And then why I think one is better.
Oh, really? Okay.
But that is all for us.
That's really exciting, Ari.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And Tommy.
You've done one, right?
My new one's coming
Is
out.
your second or your third?
My second one, yeah.
Okay.
I shoot the cover tomorrow.
By the way, you guys, the cover for Tom's album is going to be retardedly
What are you
funny
gonna make?
and
Pretty
awesome.
Or just show it when you have it?
You got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just-
The
phenomenal.
last one's pretty great.
Thanks, man. Yeah, this one I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
I had to put a lot of effort into making.
Really?
It. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited
I
about
want to see it.
Um,
What's it going to be called?
I can't.
You can't
tell
say that
yet.
either.
No,
Secrets.
Yeah. But there
Calling it
is. But I
Secrets?
will tell you this: there is a track on the album. Can I tell you which one it is? I don't remember what number. One of the tracks is called "Where the Dude's At."
Oh, nice.
So,
Do you have? Is it straight comedy, or are you doing any sketches or anything?
It's just stand up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That'd be so hard to do some sketch like Adam Sandler. I'm like, you've never done this for a
Some
crowd.
people, I
How do you
Chris
do
Rock
this?
did that too.
He had sketches in his. I think Larson has sketches in his album.
Does he
No,
really?
it seems
I think
tough.
so. Jay Larson has.
I'm not
Yeah.
a sketch person.
Yeah. Okay, we got to get out of here.
Bye, mommies.
We love you guys.
We love you,
Thank you
mommies.
for listening and
Bye, mommies.
arithegreat.com.
Yes.
And right, that's where everybody goes.
Thanks for being here, Ari.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
nice
for
to be
coming.
We
here.
love you.
Your mom's house podcast.com. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Where the dude's at. Where are the dudes at?
I have a song for you I'd like to do that, I'd like to go to the bar.
Plug in my iPod and listen to him talk trash on that
Talking about your mom's house.
podcast. Stop that laughing, ain't gonna happen to fix for a piss poor day. This gay discourse of mixed sorts. Get the pitchforks and listen while you bell. Hey, you're in jail, laying with your Puerto Rican cellmate. Or when you tailgate, listen before the game starts. Play cards, listen while you're shoplifting at Kmart. Honest, I mean it, it's not a big secret. I'm often seated in the kitchen listening to Tom and Christina at the end of a rough day. Get a mug and drink, get my nut shaved. If I'm lucky, get it, then a love date. Just great, like the devil loves flames, like the devil loves heavy metal women who love snakes. This is just a thing to help your nerves and calm down.
How you like me now, bitch?
Welcome to your mom's house.
Something for them fiends, something for them fiends, fresh.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Out the kitchen, man. Out the kitchen, man. Out the trash.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Something for them fiends, something for them fiends, fresh.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Out the kitchen, man. Out the kitchen, man. Out the trash.
Welcome to your mom's house. Your mom's house. Starring Christina Pashitsky and Tom Segura. With special appearance by Top Dog
It actually happened in the Orlando airport once.
and Joe Double.
Is there anything worse on the planet than an inspiring white rapper?
Yeah. Your mom's house. Your mom's house.
Something for them fiends, something for them fiends, fresh.